Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel, Ellie Smells, and today I'm going to be reviewing the newest fragrance from Giorgio Armani and the latest in the Si line, and that is the Si Fiori Eau de Parfum. So just a little bit about Giorgio Armani himself for those of you who aren't familiar with him. If you want to know a little bit more about his history and a little more in depth about him, if you want to check out some of my previous videos. But Giorgio Armani is really well known as an Italian fashion designer. He's actually 84 years old and has so much to do and so much input still with the company. But he's mostly known for his high-end couturier and also the Armani men's suits. But like I say, don't forget to have a look at some of the other videos so you can learn a bit more about him. So this is his latest fragrance, which is the Si Fiori Eau de Parfum, and this was launched in March 2019, and it's what's known as a Chypre Floral. The nose behind the Si Fiori is actually Julie Masse, who has created fragrances for Ungaro, Lalique, Bentley and Giorgio Armani, to name a few. Like I say, this one was released in March 2019, and as you will see from the bottle, it is in the same shape as the original Si Eau de Parfum that was released in 2013. Also the Si Passione, which you know is a favourite of mine, and then I've got the special here, which is the Si Nacre, which is the one with the pearl essence in it. But this bottle has a beautiful pale pink lacquerized inside, still quite chunky, and then it's got this almost pebble-like black top, which just reminds me a bit like an exclamation mark. So that's the bottle, and you'll see that it just says Si, which means yes, and it's the Eau de Parfum. I love the light pink out of this bottle, and I like the way that they're all really individual. Anyway, I'm going to spray. So the Si Fiori still has the elements and the thread the same as the original Si Eau de Parfum and also the Si Passione. In the top notes of this, you've got the blackcurrant, but then you've also got green mandarin, and the top notes in both of these are blackcurrant as well. So you've got a really fruity but incredibly fresh, because those, oh, that's beautiful, quite delicate actually as well in the top note. So you can smell the thread of the blackcurrant, not so heavy in the Fiori as in the original Eau de Parfum, because like I say, you've got that green mandarin in there as well. But it's the Chypre heart, which has got the neroli in there. So you also have the patchouli and the oak moss, and you also have rose in the heart notes of the Si Fiori, whereas in the original, the oak moss and the woods are in the base. So they're using the neroli in here to make that Chypre note. So I think that the neroli is known as sort of like the flower of the Mediterranean. So it's very delicate, soft and really feminine. And those fruity notes have gone quite powdery and light. It's definitely not as fruity as the original. And then in the base notes of this, you've got the vanilla, which is a thread throughout them all as well. And then white musk. And I can definitely pick up the white musk. So I have been wearing this and trying this out on my skin. I have to admit, I'm probably still more of a lover of the lovely Si Passione. But this is definitely very light and powdery, not overtly fruity. I'm definitely picking up more of those like white musks and the softness of the fruity blackcurrant, along with the vanilla. So if you like vanilla-y essences or something that's not quite so powerful or really fruity, then I think the Si Fiori would be a nice one for you to try. And as I smell this, I'm definitely smelling fragrances and essences in there that are in fragrances such as the Narciso Rodriguez Eau de Parfum, which is the white chunky bottle, which has cashmere and white musk in it, Also, if the lady likes fragrances that belong to the Kenzo family, or even like the Chanel No. 5, the Low and the original, because the original No. 5 has the oak moss, the Low has more of those fruity essences, but they both have the vanilla in it. I think, and the Bonbon from maybe Victor and Rolf, or even the Flower Bomb Nectar, that sort of essence with those sort of like vanilla-y type flavours to them. I think this one would be one that would really sit well on her skin. And as I smell my arm, again, where I've sprayed it, I can smell the green mandarin, which is just slightly sort of like sharp and tangy. But I still get mostly on my skin the white musk and the vanilla. But it is very much a skin scent. I don't think it's going to be one that projects a lot around me, so it's not going to be too heavy in the hot weather. So if your lady likes these fragrances, or yourself, then I would definitely suggest you go and try this one. It comes in a 30, 50 and 100 ml, and I think the price point starts around about £52, £53 for the 30 ml, 74 for the 50 ml, and 100, that's pound sterling, for the 100 ml. Always the bigger the bottle, the better the price per millage. And I think that there is a lovely gift with this, which is like a little bag, and you get the most beautiful miniature Giorgio Armani pinkish lipstick, which I love. Reminds me of one I used to wear years ago. So that is the Si Fiori Eau de Parfum. Please go and try it on your skin. Let me know what you think, whether you prefer the original Si Eau de Parfum or the Passione. And I know that they also do the rose. So go ahead and try this one. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I think it's going to be a lovely fragrance for summer. Maybe not so much for the ladies that want something a bit heavier or long lasting on the skin. This is definitely more delicate, very sort of feminine. So go and try, and I'll see you again soon on Ellie Smells. Bye for now.